Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you hear my kids out there, they are having fun with a little microphone speaker that amplifies their voice. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to continue this video, but I've been promising people so long that I was going to talk about my fitness journey and the apps that I've been using, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and sorry for all the loud noises. That's what you get when you have kids. So this video is going to be about the app that I use to work out, the Fitbit app, the app that I am using to track my food, and how I determine my macros and how all that is going. So I actually decided to go on a fitness journey because I wanted to work on my physical health. I have a previous video that I did the other week talking about struggling with my mental health and depression, and I was reflecting and I realized that if I think ahead 20 years from now and I'm not taking care of myself, where will I be in 20 years? My kids will no longer be here at my house. I haven't worked out. I would probably be unhealthy, unhappy, just not where I would want to be in life, and thinking, wow, that is 20 years of my life that I've wasted not taking care of myself, and I could have used 20 years of an investment on myself, and if I only took a little step every day, every week, where would that take me in 20 years? Really far in the grand scheme of things. And so within the last couple of months, I decided that I needed to, along with my mental health, focus on my physical health. And so I'm going to take you along on that journey. I officially started my journey on 11/30/21, and I will post a photo of my very first photo of my journey, what I looked like. And before that though, I was going to the gym several weeks. However, no nutrition at that point. Around that time, I ended up seeing a video from Pocketful of Primary talking about her fitness journey, which she goes way back into high school, and what she's currently doing. And I was so inspired by her journey, I had to go to the description and click on the links and join what she did. So I will include her video down in the description, along with all of the things that I'm going to talk about today as well. Prior to hearing her talk about her journey, I actually ended up purchasing a fitness app called Fitbit. It cost me about $60. I bought it for the entire year, so I will put a timestamp up where I talk about in this video more specifically on that app. But as a whole, I'm going to start with my nutrition because honestly, I am trying to lose weight. I'm trying to get down to 120 pounds. I am, as of today, 145.6 maybe. So I am in a caloric deficit and I'm trying to lose weight, and nutrition is such a key thing for that. So that is why I want to talk about my macros. So in her video, she actually put a link down there for a Facebook group for Macros Inc. Never heard of it before this. I was intrigued. I joined the group, and that is when I absolutely fell in love with this method. They're associated with a coaching company, but the Facebook group is free, and it's a wealth of resources within this Facebook group. Everybody is so kind. Every time I put in a question, somebody is always answering it, and it seems like there's no stupid questions. I will search within the group to find different things as well. It's amazing because it's just a free resource. But that coaching company associated with the group, they will advertise. They do have some coaching deals, which I may do in the future. I'm not 100% sure, but the Facebook group is completely free. I have not liked diets in the past because I've seen way too restrictive. I've tried Whole30, which I did like it. I liked the principle of the whole foods, but it was very restrictive. I was purchasing all new foods for every single thing, basically. I have never done keto. This seems a little bit similar to keto, but I think keto is more focused around fat. I hope keto people don't come for me because I don't really know anything about it. I just wasn't really interested in going into ketosis or, that whole thing. When you count your macros, you're actually allowed to have protein, carbs, and fat. But because I'm in a caloric deficit, I want to meet my goals and also stay in that caloric deficit of what my calorie count is, which is, I have it written here somewhere, 1,687 calories a day. My current protein is 130 grams, carbs 186 grams, fat is 47 grams. So there was a lot of questions on my Instagram of how I got that number. First, you want to go to the Macros Inc. website and go to their macro calculator, which I will link down below. It'll be obvious. I'll have it linked as like the calculator. You'll type in those numbers. It asks you a lot of different questions, I believe, about height, weight, like what is your goal. There's a loose fat option. Are you trying to maintain? Are you trying to bulk up, basically build muscle, that kind of thing. So my goal obviously is to lose weight. So after you go to the calculator, determine your macros, you'll go back into the Facebook group and you'll post specific questions along with the results that you got. A moderator in that group will determine from what you post in that, along with the macros that you posted, whether or not that is appropriate for you. I actually had to get mine switched because I clicked on the wrong thing. So it is helpful to post in the group. Don't feel bad about posting in the group. Honestly, everyone is there for the exact same reason. It's just a really inspiring group. Everyone is very nice. Some people are even posting their results, and it's incredible. Like, I have not eaten so much food before and still lost weight. It is mind-boggling, and it's amazing because it's not restrictive. I can eat whatever I want as long as it fits within my macros. But I do have to say that it's opened my eyes to what I've been eating, which isn't healthy, and over time, over the last couple of months, I've slowly been trying to adjust some of the things, some of my food choices, and choose healthier options. Yeah, it's been a fun journey. I've really enjoyed it so far. Learning everything at the gym, that's also been a lot of fun. The group suggests to use the My Macros Plus app to track your food. I was exploring using MyFitnessPal, but within the group on Facebook, many people suggested that MyFitnessPal wasn't accurate, and this app that they suggested, it's like $2, so it's very cheap. It is kind of a pain in the butt to learn, but I decided to stick with it because that's what they suggested, and over time it has gotten easier, I will say that. This app, I believe, also allows you, if you so choose, to connect with a coach, and they can see your stuff from that app. The Macros Inc. group really advocates for everyone to weigh their food because you truly don't know what a serving size is or how many grams an item is until you are actually weighing it. So I can see that this keto bread, one slice is supposedly 28 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh it. I'm weighing the first piece of bread and it's 28 grams, and I'm going to just weigh another one for comparison, and I can see that it's actually 25 grams. This group really encourages you not to scan the barcodes of food items, because you can see from this nutrition label that when I scanned it into the app, it was actually incorrect. And this happens all the time in this app as well as my FitnessPal app, if that's what you choose to use. And in the past, like many years ago, I did use my FitnessPal and I would track just by scanning the label. But this has opened my eyes to realizing that I could have been eating so many more calories than I realized just because the labels are so incorrect when you scan them. So everything that I eat, I make my own custom entry. I no longer do the scanning feature. It doesn't take very long to add in your own food. To add in a custom entry, you'll first click the plus button up on the left hand side and hit the blue bar down at the bottom that says add custom food. You can name your item whatever you would like. Sometimes I like to be very specific so I know what it is. For this demonstration, I'm just being very vague. Protein bar, it's from Power Crunch. 40 grams is the serving size. I do love this method because there is really no thing as a serving size. I could eat as much grams as I want to meet my goals. And when I log my food, that's what I go by, is grams. To create a new recipe, we hit the plus button, hit recipes, then create new recipe. I'm going to name mine Fluffy Waffles. The serving size at the top is actually the weight in grams of the final product. So you first want to start out by adding the ingredients to your recipe, which will have to come from custom ingredients from your list that you've already created. So I am adding self-rising flour, which I've already created an entry for, vanilla protein, plain yogurt, and eggs. And then I will head back into the recipe and edit those ingredients based off of the weight that I'm using of those items for this recipe. I did forget to change servings to grams, so remember, we do not believe in servings, we only believe in grams, so make sure you change your things. I do end up going back and fixing that. So I decided that I wanted to eat fluffy waffles for a snack, so I weighed my portion. To get into it, I actually hit recipes. I indicate what I'm going to eat it for a snack, and then I put in the weight of what I'm eating. So if I don't eat the entire portion, I'm just eating those grams. That's how you do it. So let's talk about the Fitbit app. So far, I've absolutely loved the Fitbit app. As a newish weightlifter, it's really teaching me how to do different exercises using different equipment, how to warm up. I say new-ish because I used to lift weights back in college and high school, but I have not lifted in a very long time. And there's still a lot of equipment that I've not used before, so this app is great on being able to explain it. They have videos that you can watch, and it also has where you can read about how to do that exercise as well. Why I ultimately chose the Fitbit app is because it allows you to go from your gym to your home extremely easy. I have different profiles, one for the gym and one for the home, whereas in my home gym, you can list all the equipment that you have available to you there, and it will build workouts with just that equipment. Even at the gym, it'll build a workout for me based off of what's there at the gym, which, because I chose to go to Planet Fitness, basically everything's available, so it uses whatever equipment to build a routine for me. I really do like how it builds a routine for me, but I did post a question in the Facebook group Macros Inc. the other day asking about a specific workout, and that kind of spiked some questions around my workout routine, which I mentioned I was using the Fitbit app. And the moderators of the group did mention that if I were to be building muscle, I would want to stick with the same exercises, so I'm building the muscles of that exercise, and I can gradually increase in strength or like the number of pounds that I'm lifting for those exercises. However, at the same time, you do have to keep in mind, with me being in a caloric deficit, I'm not building muscle right now. I'm just maintaining the muscle mass that I have in the gym right now. I'm just focused on losing fat right now, so it's not quite as big of a deal. So I will stick with the Fitbit app just to learn about different exercises at this point. But when I get to the point of building muscle, the app also has in there that you can build your own workouts. I don't know what workouts I'm going to do yet for that option, but it is an option to put in there your own workouts. If you see other fitness folks on YouTube, you'll see that they will oftentimes do like an upper body split or a lower body split, something like that, to allow their muscles to rest, and they're not doing full body workouts every single day. You do have to allow your muscles to rest. With the app, you can also adjust the length of time that you want to do a workout. You can include a warm-up and a cool-down. You can select what level of expertise you're at. I'm just a beginner, so that's what I have selected. In the app, you can also replace workouts if you know you're not going to be able to do it. A lot of the time, the ones that I have to replace are ab workouts. My abs just really aren't that strong. So when you go to replace it, it is going to list all of the workouts that are ab related in there that you can select. You can also move those workouts that you know that you cannot do to have the app not suggest those anymore. So I do need to do that. Overall, I've enjoyed the app so far. I am going to stick with it. Once I get to the point of building muscle, I will put in my standard workout. That won't change, but I do like how it is changing now, so I can get familiar with different equipment and discover which things that I enjoy doing. I hope you join me in 2022 on this journey.